Okay, welcome back everybody. And in this lesson here, we are going to talk about substrings, INSTR, trim, and replace. So character manipulation functions, okay? Alright, so let's everybody go to your document and let's look at it. We will talk about substring first, okay? Your substring returns a substring from a given string. From a string, okay? Its second argument is the starting position of where to begin the substring. And the third argument is the length of the substring from the starting position. Okay, many organizations code data values such as their inventory, benefits information, and general ledger accounts using this, okay? An example, a benefit code might contain 3 characters, and the second character might indicate the health plan selected by the employee. All right? Now, a substring can be used for many other reasons, such as finding where a customer resides, finding the first 3 numbers of their zip code only. So substrings, they really can come in handy, okay? So we're going to touch base on it, and it's not too hard, okay? Alright, so here's your syntax. This is your string, your start position, and this is going to be the length that you want it to be. So we're going to start off, we're going to substring, parentheses, and we're going to put our string here, right? Strings, you got to have single quotes, Victor, okay? Comma. We want to start the start position. We want to start at the second position, which would be I. And the length is how far we're wanting to go. We want to go 2 spaces. Okay? Let's go to developer. Our wonderful developer, okay? And let's get to it. Let's run this. Very simple. Okay, let me bring this up. As you see, we get IC. We started at the second position and we went out to 2 positions. I will start for your first and your second position. Okay? That's how this works. Now let's look at this. NT, any written formal language. N. Okay, just a part of a sentence. Okay, we want to start at the 8th position. Okay, and we want to go 14 positions from there. Okay, so you start counting. You go 1, 2, 3, a space counts, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to start right here at W, and it's going to go 14 characters out. Okay, let's run it. And we get written formal. L is the 14th position. Very simple. Nothing really to it. Okay, now we're going to take hire date from employee. And let's go to employee. How many spaces characters are there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 there. Okay. We want to start at the 8th position. And we want to get 2. Actually, we want to get the 8th and the 9th is what we're looking to get here. That's what it's going to do for us. Let's run it. And there you go. We got 14 dates here. Now, here, we're doing the same thing, except we're going to select employee name, e-name, with it. And there you go. Now, if we wanted to, we could have put, let's see, we could have put hire date. For a column A list. And there you go, look at there. This comes in handy for reports. Things like that. You can do a lot. Now, here we're going to we're going to start with 1 from raise, okay? Yes. And we're going to go out 2 positions, okay? Here we got Joel. We're going to concatenate it, okay? With Joel. We're going to go out to the 3rd position, and we want 2. So we want actually the E and the L. Okay? And we want initial caps. Okay? So notice your parentheses. Okay? Right? You see them all highlighted. Nice and pretty for us. Okay, let's run it. Let's run it. And we get reel. Like a rod and reel. So we got the initial cap. It started with R. And we went out 2 spaces, RE. Here it started at E, and then that's where we got our second E from, right? EL. Very simple. Here we're doing the same thing, only notice there's another set of parentheses here, okay? Because we're gonna use an upper case here, okay? And there you go. So it's a little different from your initial cap, your parentheses. This is all you needed here. But over here, using upper, we had to have all of this. From here to there. Okay? And then we went to in-betweens. Alright? Okay? Okay, so a lot of cool features SQL will do, and you can do a lot of different things with this. Um, in my advanced course, we go more heavily into substrings, but we're going to be doing more, and we got a lot more coming up in the next few lessons, a lot more heavier stuff. Okay, all right, let's go to INSTR. Okay, INSTR searches for find string in X and returns the position at which the find string occurs. This function returns the numeric value, okay, representing the first character position in which the substring is found. It represents the first character position where it's found. Okay, it is very simple. Okay, so we're going to INSTR an email here, okay? It's one of my old emails, okay? Okay, so the start position will be here. We want the first occurrence of this. The first occurrence. We want to know where it is at, what position it is at. And there you go, it is at position 8. See? You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 8th position. Okay, now, here, represent any written formal language in the world. We are going to search for N. Notice the single quotes here and here, okay? This is what we're searching for, okay? We're going to start at 1, the first position, which is R, okay? We want the second occurrence of N. The second occurrence. Now we're selecting all this from Dual. As I have said, Dual, you will use it all the time. It is a wonderful feature. So the second position was 12, which is right here. The spaces count, remember. Let's change this to 1. And let's run it. The first occurrence of N is right there. That is the 8th position. Very cool. Here we're selecting R. We're starting for R, the first position, and we want the first occurrence. What do you think it is? 1. It's right there, right? If we wanted the second occurrence, that's a no-brainer too, isn't it? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is, right there. R. Okay. Now here we're looking for 0. We want to start at 1, start at R, and we want the first occurrence of 0. And it's at position 24, which is right here. Oh. Okay, so you will find later on, you will understand it and find out how you can use substring and your INSTR to come in from very handy ways, okay? All right, now trim. Trim cuts away spacing. We got Dunkirk. Remember the movie? Okay. And boom. All the space in here was cut out of the way. Now how about if we have someone's name? Don Duncan. Is it going to cut this middle out? No. It just cut the outside out. To cut the middle out, we have to use another means of doing that, and you'll learn about that. But you got to learn all of these, everything we go over, and memorize them. And as I said, make yourself a book, an ebook, so you will be able to go back and remember different features that you can do to resolve some issues or things you are trying to do. Okay, now replace. Replace it simply, we use, if we want to replace M, we put M right here. Single quotes. This is a string, right? And we want to replace M with a K. Very simple. Jakes. Now, we got here mer yen. This is a comma here, okay? We want to replace the R and the comma and the two Y's with LVI. Okay? And there you go. We get Melvin. Pretty cool. Very cool. Now here, we're doing something just a little crazy, having fun. If you can pronounce that, you pronounce it, but that's what it is. Okay? So we just replace the R. It replaced both R's. Each one with a capital D and a small letter D. Okay? Alright, so anyway, do your work and study. It's easy. There's nothing to it. And let's move on to the next lesson, okay? And I appreciate it very much. Alright? Okay. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.